Are you going to go to movies with Summer tonight?
Yeah, I'm going at 6 o'clock.
You going to eat before you go? When you're a mother, you always try to do the right thing for your child. You try to get them their vaccines and the things that your doctors tell you to.
Right before 8th grade, my doctor convinced my mom to give me Gardasil. He said it was supposed to prevent cervical cancer.
He highly encouraged me to get the vaccine, even though we had no history of cervical cancer in our family.
So I ended up getting all 3 shots, and then after each shot, I got sick. After the first 2 shots, I was sick for about a week each time. And after the 3rd shot, I got sick without getting better.
She was nauseous and she had severe headaches and she couldn't get it out of the bed.
There was a lot of pain involved. It's kind of like my whole body was just shutting down in different places. I missed 2 years pretty much. I couldn't go to school, and laying in bed is just like, that's not a life. Probably the lowest point was just sitting at home, staring at a wall, and thinking that it might not get any better, and that I might not make it to see tomorrow. Or that if I did make it to see tomorrow, I'd still be sitting, staring at a wall.
I actually slept with her during all this time because I was afraid. I was truly afraid she was going to die in her sleep.
My mom would just say, "I'm sorry for putting you through this, because I know it's my fault," but it was never her fault. I always had faith that it would turn out well.
Yes, I'm calling in regards to Lauren Mathis. I kept taking my daughter to the doctor every week and I felt like they were ignoring me. We've been going back and forth between doctors. I didn't know how to help her, but I tried my best to research and figure out how to help her. I would be on the internet talking to these other mothers and trying to figure out how they were treating these symptoms with their daughters. No parent should ever have to go to their child and tell them that they might die, or that they may have a very severe outcome from a vaccine. A parent shouldn't have to do that.
And please welcome Rosemary and Lauren Mathis. Thank you both for being here. Wow, what an ordeal you both have been through. And Rosemary, I know that you were frustrated because you felt you were being ignored by the doctors when you had concerns about how Lauren was doing. And then you finally got to a doctor at Duke. What did that doctor tell you?
The doctor looked through her records, which was probably a foot tall, or all these medical records, and he analyzed everything, ran tests, and he told me that she had a vaccine injury.
Now, when he said a vaccine injury, he wasn't specific about Gardasil, but that's a conclusion that you drew?
No, he was not, but Gardasil is the only vaccine that she had at that time.
Lauren, tell me what a typical day was like for you when you were going through this, because I understand you were in a great deal of pain.
Mm-hmm. A typical day was mostly spent in bed. If I was able to get up and walk around, I was doing pretty good due to the nausea and headaches. The pain really came from, my gallbladder had stopped functioning, so that caused a great deal of pain.
Rosemary, what was it like for you to watch your daughter go through this?
It was hard. I felt like I had let my daughter down. I let my guard down by letting her get a vaccine that I didn't research because I trusted my doctor. And my advice to parents is go out and research this vaccine.
And Dr. Harper, what do you think about what happened to Lauren? Is this highly unusual?
Well, it's highly unusual in that, as Merck will tell you, millions of young girls have had this and haven't had Lauren's reaction. The point is that you have to look at the benefit versus the harm and what your benefit can be from this versus what any possible level of harm is that you as a patient are willing to tolerate.
Rosemary, I know you and Norma Erickson, a journalist, co-founded a website called Sane Vax, and Norma's here today. And Norma, why was it important for you to set up this website?
Katie, it was important because, like Rosemary said, she didn't know any of these side effects. She didn't know that there were perhaps substantial risks.
And did you all take any legal action in the aftermath of Lauren's experience, Rosemary?
No, we didn't. My goal was to help inform other mothers, so we built the website and try to consolidate their stories, but my main focus has been to help others understand what's happening.
Well, Rosemary and Lauren, we really appreciate your time and sharing your story with us. And also, Norma, thank you very much for being here. And Dr. Harper, again, thanks to you.